Welcome back to my channel. And if you saw this chaos on my table, so what I'm doing exactly is I'm searching the cards, best cards to give the teachers and to match their personalities, and seeing that what I have in my stash, and I figured out some of them, and then I decided to make a tags for them. So if you know, I love the watercolor, and so I already have a few tags, and these are some of the sortings I made for the teachers and all the other staff. And if you want to see that how I make this, you can just go ahead and on my channel and you can see all of these together. So I love watercolors, I love florals, I love these kind of shapes, and you can see that I create these kind of cards also with it. I stitch them, I sew them, I make these kind of tags and something like this. So here's the thing, if you don't want to use the original print, so this is my original one and this is the print one, you can use this. If you're really in a hurry, you don't have time to put together all this time, you just skip your originals and put them with you, and then you can just make a copy out of it. So this is the Nina Solar white cardstock. It's a little bit thick. Then I'm gonna show you a few more where I print on the Nina Solar white cardstock. So this one is my original. Okay, this side. So this one is my original, and I put out some of the prints with them, and they're looking fabulous. This print came out much more better than this one. This is a more watercolor thing, but I don't want to use this. I want to keep it with me. So these are my prints with the Nina Solar color. If you don't have printer still, I will tell you how to make it fun and fast ways to use it. So this is, I make some kind of trial and brush strokes, and I really liked it. I don't want to use it because sometimes you use it and then you lose it. And I make these copies on the printer paper. Now you can see these are very thin, but you can tear apart them and use them for the like stitching project or some kind of that project. I already made one kind of that card, which I gonna link below, I think. So I already told you how you can use them. Now this is my paper. I will just, so I mostly use Canson white watercolor paper. This is 300 GSM. If you are making tags out of this, you don't have to put anything behind like the cardstock or something like that. It's already quite a thicker one. Then after this, you're going to grab your scale to make it in equal part. Here is the thing, you can tape it down, make it in equal part, or you can make each tag different by cutting it, and then you can work with them. Everything gonna work. So this paper is 9 by 12, and I'm gonna put the marks on it before starting the watercoloring on them. So this is like 12, and I can make. So now I'm just making the marks on 4 and 8, and 12 is already there, and then on the other side I'll go 3 and 6 and 9 is already there. So I got a great kind of thing. So what happened when I'm making those tags, which I showed you before, some of the footage got, like, I don't know, it disappeared, something mistake happened. So I decided to create these tags again. So I decided rather than using the same things, we can add little bit of different, as well as I can show you this technique. So here I'm speeding up the process very much because I want to show you more things, like how you can use your prints out of these and how you can use the other techniques out of it. So I'll just speed up this process, but at the same time I will already make this page. So I'm gonna upload another video where you can see the detail about these brush strokes, what I'm using, which color I'm using, as well as how each brush strokes works for me. And that's why I speed up this process. But if you get an idea that angles and things, you can still go ahead and do it, give it a try. But I suggest you to go ahead and watch this detailed video where I show detail and slowly. I didn't speed up the process and what I'm doing there. So if you are doing these kind of practice, so these are the tags I'm getting reference there. So if you are doing these kind of practice tags, you can just increase your practice, and you can make the cards out of it. You can make the big paintings out of it, 9 by 12 paintings out of it, or 12 by 14 paintings out of it, with the flower watercolors. And these are very simple. Just need a little bit of practice. I encourage you to give it a try, and I will give you the detailed things, how it going on, as well as I'm gonna link the description and at the end of the video, where you can go ahead and watch the watercolors series with it, and when you get lots and lots of ideas. And so I created this one for the a teacher's appreciation day, but you can use them anywhere. You can give them, you can make them as a card, you can just make a big theme, or you can make this small minis and you can hang on the wall, and that will also give a big idea like how you're gonna do it. So it's just because I lost that footage. Now the things are that I use the same kind of flowers and same kind of things while doing there. Mostly the brush strokes we are using here that matters. Here I'm using the silver brush, which is in size 6, at the same time I use the same brush for all of it. I'm using Cancer Newton watercolors Cotman series, and but you can use whatever you have, but the I use the Canson watercolor as well as the Vincent Newton, sorry, not Canson Newton, Vincent Newton watercolor series, Cotman series. And you can see all the links on my blog, or you can find it out in my watercolor series also. So these are the things are very easy, and I show you the full page. And now we're gonna jump on that third layer, which I already did particularly for this video, and how I use other stuff. So sometimes you have to wait for some drying for the layering technique, and I talk detail about that in that video also, so make sure to watch it. Okay, so we will now do some of more of these with the different brush strokes. So here I'm taking the pink color. So basically this one is, which one is, okay, I think this one is permanent rose. So I took that color, and then I'm gonna dip the tip of this brush. I can put a little bit here, and then I'm gonna get the tip of brush in the purple one, and then you're gonna create another same kind of flower to, you know, put here. Now this is enough. If you don't want to add more, this is permanently enough. But if you want to add more fun to them, you can add some of these. Okay, you can overlap them. Don't forget this, these are the watercolors. They're having the transparency effect in them, and then you can feel it a little bit more. Basically you can do same for this. I will not wash my brush. I'm gonna just pick this orange color here, and then for this one also we will create the, now you can see I got that muddy color effect here, but still it's okay. If you lose something, or if you feel that it will not look good, don't worry about it. This is the best way to practice, and you can share your practice with the world by just giving them these. I'm just adding these lines here to these ones, so that, you know, they are looking different in there. You can add a little bit something like that, dashish lines all around. That's it. Now for the next one, I will show you this brush. This one is the dagger 1/4 inch. This one is my favorite. Whenever I do watercolor, I just want to use this brush. But you don't have to. You can use normal brush also. But the best thing of this is its tip. It will give a nice tip. And then I already have this tip with me, right? And then I will took a little bit of lighter shade of it, and then I'm creating these leafy flowers. Now remember, you can do this with the normal brush also. I will show you that also. You don't have to be special supplies for this. This we use the Canson watercolor, but you can use the other cheap brands also. If you don't have, you can use the any student grade. Or so now I want to create a flowers in also green shade of green. So I'm just adding whatever left over in that brush in the palette to the green color, and then, you know, you can create these kind of leaves. You don't have to be perfect for this. These are very quick ones, so it's okay if you're messing with something. It's okay. And then I'm just adding a little bit of things there. So if you want to create same kind of flower with the regular brush, I will choose again 0.2. I will add. Now these will not exactly the same, but you're gonna get the effect. So you have to move your brush on the one way, something like that, and they will be more kind of prominent. But still you can work with them. Still you can find the way to get better results, I can say. Beauty of the watercolors is like they never look bad. Okay, so these are kind of lotus stems or something like that. Now I already have lots of blue color in the, and then again I'm adding it in the green, and then I'm just putting this small kind of something kind of flowery leafy things all around. They don't have to be perfect. I'm gonna add a little bit of things like that. Now for the next one, I choose this yellow ochre color, and I'm gonna dip whole brush in that. Make sure that my brush is fully loaded. Then I'll take this pink little bit. So try different combinations basically, and you're gonna see that what you like. Okay, and definitely you want to like something out of it. So I'm just putting this kind of blobs there. Again, I'm washing the brush. I'm gonna take the hookah's green color and little bit adding in the sap green, or if you don't have, you can go ahead with the different greens also. There's nothing wrong and right here. You just have to, you know, see what you like. And it's really nice when these colors mix together. And if you think that I'm talking too much, you don't want to hear me, you can just fast forward this video, and then you can just, you know, listen to music while doing it. And then I'm just adding few swatches. Now every time I try to show you a different color strokes of brush. Watercolors are very intimidating medium. You may saw different beautiful kind of stuffs going on there, and then you want to create something like that, and when you try to do it, it not end up like that, and then you got frustrated. So don't do that. I'm just adding a little bit green here to these whatever I have in my brush. I'm not adding anything else. Okay, if you want, you can make these more prominent by adding lines, or they are just good as the way they are. It's totally depend on you how you want. Okay, sap greens is like pleasing to eye. So now we have to just wait for these for drying a little bit. But if you are doing some kind of fun technique, you can use those. So here now they are dried, and we're going to convert them into the tags. So we already have those marks going on, so it's very easy to cut. Now if you don't have the paper trimmer, what you can do, you can just make a light color pencil line, very faded one, and then you can just trim them apart. Like you can use your scissors and now you can just, you know, just like that you can trim them. I have a paper trimmer, that's why it's really easy to cut fast, so I'm using it. And if you feel that there is still some kind of pencil marks going on, you can just cut them. Now here is the thing, this time you're done with the things, you can add the baker's twine or ribbon or any kind of thread, bigger thread, thicker thread you have to them to convert them into the tags. And if you don't have any of these things, what you can do is you can directly stick them like on your gift tag. Another fun things with this we can do is we can just trim and chop off the corners to get the traditional look like this. You can match them. I have this round paper punch which I'm going to show you. I can use them on all the four sides if I want. I just want to give you the options, different options. So these are the two options. If you don't want to trim them, you want to just, you know, make them curve, you can use your scissor, just turn it apart and you get that rounded shape there. If you don't want to do that, you want to go fancy, maybe your kids is having those fancy kind of things, like I'll show you the scissors which is having different shapes, you can use that also. I'm going to show you these. I put them here. So this is having the different kind of, I have 4 of them, so you can use those like this. If I want to use on this one, I'll just, you know, get that fun shape there. Then I'm just matching the niches so that I can get a continuous pattern. Okay, so you can have that simple thing, you can just put them as it is, don't do anything, that will also work. So here you can handwrite your sentiments like thank you or I really appreciate it. And here you can see those pencil marks, so you can just erase those. So you can do thank you, appreciate it, something like that. Around there are very fancy punches also, you can get like these ones, you will get this kind of stuff. But for particularly this one, I don't want to be very fancy, I just want to simple and, you know, kind of nice. I really like sometimes those sharp edges also, so you can do that. Now I'll show you that it's like thanks for being there is a kind of sentiment that you can use for every occasion. And I'm just lying that here. Now here you don't have to use any waterproof ink or something like that because we already done our work. But if you have any kind of doubt that you're going to use something else, make sure that your ink is waterproof, or you can use a Sharpie, a nice permanent marker, to stamp the images. Now like thanks for being there, I stamp here. You can stamp something else also. Some of them we're going to stamp the same. There are many other ways to stamp other things also. I will show you some stamps. So these are the simple stamps, the cute small stamps. You can use those. You can use this one, thank you for teaching me to fly, or this thank you is also very cute. And there are other things like this one, I appreciate you, grateful for you, for your kindness, right? These are the for everything. So you can mix and match, like thank you for everything or something like that. These one are from the Simon Says stamp, and this one is from the Hero Arts. And I already told show you the waffle flower stamp of the teachers. Okay, like this one, this is the special one, and this can go with anything, you don't have to be particularly for the teachers one. So I'm gonna show you this one, thank you, or you can say you are appreciated, that is also fun. I'll show you another one also, that you are amazing, or I appreciate you, what would I do without you. These are the fun things you can do, for your kindness, for your gratefulness, lucky to know you. So these are the fun way to say thanks, but actually in different way. There is one thank you here also. Appreciation week, you can stamp that also. Thank you for helping me grow, this one is really nice, we can use that. This is too big for this one, I'm gonna put this here. Then I'm just lining up. You can use your Misty. You can write many sentiments. You can just Google it and you will get nice sentiments. And then this part is like, you can go on this side also, like you can go, this is vertical, but you can go, rather than stamping here, you can stamp here, something fun. Okay, I'm gonna put all those stamps there because I'm gonna use them again. And now here, after drying them, I can add more fun to them by adding the distress ink colors. So yellow gonna go with everything, and I have this color also. You can go ahead and make everything different. I decided to use broken china as well as mustard seeds. And you can do the same thing with the circle one also. After drying them, what you can do, you can just add the fun sentiment to them, and that's it. Now this give you a background wash with a kind of thing, like now this is kind of yellowish tag. But if you don't want to do this, you can just highlight and, you know, let the middle part glow, or you can just do one side with one color. Just get creative, whatever you have. If you don't have these, you can just go with the light color wash with the water before, and let the wash dry. And then now you can see I use these two colors. You can go ahead and make everything green or everything blue. So I'm going to keep going like that way for all of those. Before that, I want to show you how you can put tags on them. So I'm going to just make objects like this. These are the punchers you can get in the office shop or something. If you don't have that, just use your pencil or any sharp thing to poke it, and you will get a nice poked hole. Now on the back side, why I hold this first, so that I know which side I have to stamp on the back side. So here there are few things I want to show. If you're going to the birthday, you can use like to me and from, or we are celebrating this, so we can use these balloons also. I have these flowery things with me, which is a part of the same thing. Okay, I can use that also. And then now here to and from is already written. If you don't have these kind of stamps, what you can do is you can just write to and from. I'll show you some different option also. Lawn phone also have these kind of stuff where you can write to and from. They have different kind of things like this, like form and to. There are two different sentences, so you can adjust them in between. You can do that, or you can just write down with your hands. That will be amazing. Now if you want to really personalize this, you can add initial of particular name of that teacher. Like my kid's name, teacher name is Miss Destiny, so I can add a nice pop of D here. This is the yellow one. I choose the yellow popping color, and then you can take any brush. I just do this just for the D. You can get more fancy and just, you know, add little flowers or color to these flowers like this. You don't have to be very perfect every time, or you can be. It's totally depend how much time you have at that moment. Like I can add little here. I can just emphasize on that D, right? I can go ahead and make crazy things. I can add bit of the flowers and leaves all around that D. Or you can make such kind of front of your like you can, rather than stamping this, you can make a letters, and around it you can do that. So this is going a little bigger and faster. So I'm going to complete these ones. I will show you what I tied to them, and then I'm going to make it in the parts so that it will be not that bigger. Now I'll speed up the process. now you just see that I can tie this so that this stays in the place. You can put a glue dot also. If you want to add more triple ribbons, you can make it double or triple and make a same bow. And I add this bigger twines. You can go ahead and get any kind of thread, the crochet thread or something like that. And then this we will get to hang on it, so recipient can see, okay, backside their name is there. So these we did with this one, and I want to add one more thing here to get it more fun. So what I can do is I'm gonna lay all of them very flat, and I will show you how you can create same kind of things if you don't know how to do the watercolor, but still if you want to do. And oh, did I miss something here? Okay, and I have these also which I want to put, and some of these are I just stamped, and I have these I'm gonna put them just here to cover up the stuff. And I don't know, there should be one more tag which I can't find right now, or maybe I misplaced or something, and then I'm gonna put it extra pieces there. So what I will do, I'm gonna just grab nice color. So this one is my golden color, and this is liner brush. You can take any brush you want and just, you know, make a nice mud, nice thick mud out of it. And then we're gonna splatter this little bit of gold on these to get that extra fun effect to them. You can use any brush to do that. Any circular round brush will do. Okay, and that is the thing. So now I'll show you. It's gonna take few minutes to dry them out. I'm gonna put them, okay, I'm gonna just grab them, I'm gonna put them here, and I will show you after, you know, they're gonna dry, that after finishing with the ribbons or baker's twine or twin twines, any twine will do. So after this I want to show you that how you can turn these things into the tags. It's very simple. You're gonna just cut them. So this paper is letter paper. So this is 8.5 by 11 inches. So now what you can do, you can see that after seeing this is all over. So you can create tags all over out of it, and you can create 2 inch. This is 8.5, so one will be like 2. I'm gonna create, if I create it like this one, so it is 8.5, I will go 4.25. You can just draw those with the pencils if you want. And this is 11, so I can go 4 and a little bit less, and last one will be, so you can see that it's quite a tall one, so I don't want that much, so I can go ahead with the 3. Let me see how it looks. No, 2.5 gonna look nice, so I'm just making cuts on 2.5 inches. Now these are ready to go tags. You can just, you know, put them just like that, and these are ready to go. I'll show you. You just have to put one hole on any side you feel. I'm just not choosing the busy side so that I can stamp there. Okay, and we're gonna do the same thing, and I can just stamp thank you for being there. That will also look nice, or I can appreciate you, or something like that. So these are for the staffs or someone that you know, you don't know. Or what I can do is I can make bunch of these and pack them and give them to one of their teachers or staff as a gift, so that they can use this when they are giving something like to someone, and that will also fun. Here also I can, oops, sorry, here also I can go crazy and add those little stuff all around it, but I think I'm going to skip that because you know, I will just skip that. I'm going to just put them just like that, and backside I can stamp again the same stamp to and form, and that's it. So you can use these also. Now let's finishing up this one with these big tags what I showed you before, and I'll show you one more thing on the black paper also, but I think this video is getting too long, so I'm going to show you that on the next one. But let's finish this one. So you can create your art, make a print out of them, and keep the main art with you always, and then you can just, you know, put your stuff like that. And then I can just add more stuff to this. So I want to show you one more trick to add these kind of swirls all around the card. Now you can do this technique with this golden color, and this is the shimmery color, this is the starry colors, and what they give you the little bit of wow factor by just adding them all around. And you can add more or less according to, like, by seeing the things around here wherever is the gap more, but you can do the same thing on both on these and these also to add extra bit of it if you have time. So now I will show you the finished product, how it will look. I hope you enjoyed today's project. So until the next crafty project, have a crafty life. Stay crafty, do some watercoloring, and let me know what you discover from this video or what you like from this video. So bye bye.